in our homes. Okay. And then alongside that, I also would like to know what you're having for lunch today. So please do out to let me know if you had lunch already. What was it you had? You're having lunch right now. What's up, sugar? What are you having for lunch? You're planning to have lunch soon, maybe shortly after now. But I'd like to also know what you're having for lunch shortly after now. Now, let's just get straight up to the business of the day. Meanwhile, you guys were streaming live on Facebook, so go join me live on Facebook, and you can drop a comment there. Let me know what you think about what we're talking about today. You have a question, go ahead and ask. Let it be centered on the discussion this afternoon, all right? So that I can give you answer. All right, so really, we're looking at making this meal, rice and beans together. You know how we boil rice and beans together, all right? And then maybe you have your sauce for that, just as if you're making rice and stews, you can have your stew for that as well separately. But we're not talking about how to make the stew for this. Basically, how to boil your rice and beans together, and both of them will be perfectly cooked, and has a good, it comes out great. Okay, it's in great shape. The beans isn't broken. The peel of the beans is in the skin of the beans isn't coming off, and all of that. So your food is just neat, beautiful, and perfectly cooked. That's what we're looking at today. Now, for some people, when they try to do this, in a lot of cases, for some people, maybe this might be you, the beans comes out a lot stronger. All right, like the beans isn't soft enough, so it's kind of strong compared to how it should be. All right, cooking rice and beans together is a bit tricky because rice has the ability to get softer, faster compared to beans. Beans takes longer time normally, all right, to get cooked. But there are actually things you can do to help you cook your beans faster. All right, to make it cook faster. So that's what we're looking at today. Now, one of the tricks that you could use to make this a lot easier for you, if you're trying to boil your rice and beans together and make sure that the beans isn't stronger than the rice, it comes out soft, well cooked, perfect, with the rice as well. One of the things you should do is soak your beans inside water, right? Get the beans, soak it inside water. Make sure the water is covering the beans, like it should be above it. Do you get my point? Good. So just make sure of that. And let's just say, let me give you an example. Say if you have 3 cups of beans that you want to cook, you can soak 3 cups of beans in 8 cups of water. A normal measuring cup, put about 8 of that. So basically the water should be above the beans. So even if you're boiling 10 cups of beans, make sure you soak it in some water that is above the beans, basically. Let me take you through the routine, all right? What it should be like now. Now, the secret to cooking your beans is soaking it before cooking, all right? And I'm sharing this with you today. Now, when you wash your beans and cook it right away, the skin will tend to peel off. A lot of you might have experienced this before. Now, but if you soak the beans, depending on the type of beans as well, you don't only get the skin of the beans to stay on, the beans also gets to cook faster. You can also soak the beans with a little bit of vinegar. That's about 1 tablespoon, or salt. Either vinegar or salt, all right, to remove impurities from the beans. And if you love to parboil your beans, still soak for 30 minutes before parboiling, all right? Now, if you follow these simple steps, you will have a perfectly cooked beans. On the contrary to every general rule anyway, there are always an exception, and that exception is when you're making use of pressure pots. The pressure pots actually saves you time, and gas, obviously. So if you're cooking with a pressure pot, your food gets cooked faster. So you could actually consider investing in that if you haven't. All right. Now, good. So I'll give you an example before. I said, if you were using, say, 3 cups of beans, if you were cooking 3 cups of beans, you could soak that in about 8 cups of water. So just make sure the water is above the beans. That would help. All right. Soak it for like 30 minutes. And then now for the rice, Don't forget, we're talking about if you're boiling your rice and beans together and to make sure it comes out beautifully cooked. Wow, guys, I just heard some sound. I feel like making an announcement. Okay, let me deviate a bit, please. All right. You'll remember yesterday, the power company nationwide decided to go on strike. You remember? Okay, and of course, there was an information released late yesterday to say they were calling off the strike for about 2 weeks after talks with the federal government. Well, I just heard that sound right now. You know that sound you hear when they bring the lights, yeah? The pee, something like that. I just heard it and my heart skipped. I'm like, whoa, this is great. Yeah, I thought I should share the great news with you just in case you are not home or you're not in anywhere, close to how you would have known that they have brought lights. We can go and start jumping, but it's not up nearby. It's fed this time around. All right, guys. Hey, awesome. But 2 weeks. Oh, wow. I just hope they solve this whole thing, so that we can still enjoy our power supply even after 2 weeks. Great. All right, moving away from that, back to what we're talking about. Cooking rice and beans together and making sure they come out perfect together. See now, I'm more lively. I'm just happy they brought these lights. Oh my God. All right, moving away from that, back to our gist. Okay, so now for the rice, all right, so you can wash your rice with hot and or cold water until the water in the rice is clear. And make sure to start with hot water when you are cooking your food and end with hot water. That way the rice gets done quickly. And after 40 minutes of cooking the beans, add the rice and cook for 15 minutes. So apparently soak your beans in normal water, not hot water, normal water, like cold normal water, room temperature water for 30 minutes and then boil for about 40 minutes and then add your rice after you have parboiled, okay? Add your rice and have your rice cook for 15 minutes, okay? And this way, when your food is ready, you can also add some, right, first, this way, when your food is ready, it comes out beautiful. So you don't have a situation where your beans is either too soft and, breaking into the rice because you were desperately trying to get that soft texture. Nope. And you don't have a situation where your beans is too tough because you couldn't get it right. Nope. Just remember to soak your beans for 30 minutes. I'm not saying soak and wash. Nope. Just soak it, leave it there. Don't touch it. And by the time you're done, when it's ready, after 30 minutes, put it in the pots and boil for another 40 minutes. The skin will stay intact. Try this and let me know how it turns out. So just in case you're not even making beans and rice together, but you want to just make your beans, like just the beans, this could also help you save time and save your gas. So if you plan to make beans already, you know how we do it. Pick it and make sure you have separated stones or dirt or whatever, all of that particle from the actual beans that you want to make. Soak it in water for 30 minutes before you start cooking. It saves you time and your gas because it would help it cook faster. Great. All right. So you could also add, say, a tablespoon of olive oil, all right, in your beans. Now, this is to prevent the beans from being sticky or, help it to retain the shape of the beans as well. All right, this is optional. It's not compulsory that you do this, but you could just add a bit. I said olive oil, but you know how it is. A lot of us love to cook with the other vegetable oil that we all know. We slash groundnut oil. You could also just put a little bit of that. It will help it not become sticky and retain the shape, all intact as well. All right, I hope this helps. Do try it if you're making rice and beans together or you're cooking your beans alone. It will help you cook it faster. Great. So having talked about this right now, I'd like to know your take. What do you think about this? All right. Do let me know what you think about this hack I just shared with you of how to cook your beans faster and if you're making rice and beans together. Plus, what are you having for lunch? Because it's what's for lunch, baby. Let me call out the numbers right now so that you can reach me live on the radio. Go drop a comment on Facebook as well. Let me know what you're having for lunch today. And if you've ever tried this pattern, this style I just taught you, this idea that I just shared with you today, do let me know what it was like. Okay, if you normally do make your beans like that, share with us and confirm that what I'm saying is true. Great. Okay, these are the phone numbers. Call me up and let us chit chat. Don't forget to let me know what you're having for lunch as well. 0705 079 1021. That is 0705 079 1021. The other number to call is 081 174 31021. That is 081 174 31021. Drop messages on Facebook. I like to read them. And we're streaming live on Instagram. Same handle, Super FM 93.3. Drop messages on our live feed on Instagram, the live video. I'll read all of that. You can also say hi. We still read it. All right. Hello. Good afternoon.
Yes. Good afternoon, my young, beautiful sister.
Thank you so much. Welcome, sir. What's your name? I'm not supposed to be asking. I should know.
Yes. That name supposed to have been, but since you are not yet in the spirit,
I'm sorry.
I'll keep repeating the name. I am Civilian General. I'm calling from LLM.
Civilian General, Civilian General, Civilian General. Okay. Welcome, sir.
Thank you very much. Yes. I've just learned a new thing today. That is soaking the beans for at least 30
minutes. Yes.
Yes. Before now, I just wash and the next thing is inside the pot and then. But the only thing I want to find out, because you said for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
I think in this case, Yana, what we have saved, what we have considered in saving is the quantity or quality of, quantity of gas that would have waste.
And the
because
time.
If you are considering time, the 30 minutes you are waiting while this thing is being soaked, if you have used gas, are you sure that the 30 minutes won't have covered because the 30 minutes this thing is waiting not yet on top inside the stove or inside the gas. The 30 minutes wasted already.
No, it's not. It's not. It's not wasted. I'll explain.
Now what we gain here is more energy, but in terms of time, are you sure the time is not the same?
No, it's. Do you know why it's not the same? I'm talking from a female, a woman's perspective, because I could be doing something else and I'm not ready to cook the beans now, but I know that in the next 1 hour or in the next 30 minutes, I want to start cooking. While I'm doing something else, I could just soak the beans in water, and I'm busy with other stuff. All right, so it's not affecting anything. By the time I'm ready to cook the beans, it's easy for me. I'll put it in the fire and it's almost ready. Do you get my point?
Yes, I do. I appreciate you for this because I looked at my age and for all the years I've been cooking, I love this more than every other food in life.
Oh, wow. Nice.
But I've never known this part that, yes, so this thing can be soaked for 30 minutes, but I just learned it today.
Nice.
So it's a good one.
All right,
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. You're welcome, sir. So have you had lunch already? Have you had lunch already?
Not yet. It's not long ago. We just came from the house. So I took my breakfast almost between that. It's not up to 10 o'clock. Almost around 10. So
it's not yet time for you. You're not ready for lunch yet. All right, then. Thank you so much.
Right. Have a nice day.
You too. Glad you learned something. All right, then. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon. I get sugar.
Afternoon, dearie. Welcome to the show. What's your name, please?
Yeah, I'm Michael from Woji.
Okay, Michael. Talk to me.
Yes. Cooking things, like you said, I know of other ways too.
Okay, nice.
Cook it more faster. You still soaking 30 minutes, but this time around you're going to soak it around like 10 minutes.
Oh, okay. So now I'm thinking we're going to add something to it.
Yes.
Okay.
Something very delicious. Squeeze a bit of cut a lemon and squeeze it and leave it around 10 to 15 minutes.
Cut lemon and squeeze it. Like squeeze the lemon juice into the beans and the water.
Yes.
And leave it for 10 minutes.
Yes, try it.
Awesome.
Not only does it make it cook faster, it also gives it some unique taste and it tastes more better and flavor.
I can imagine.
And lemon is very healthy too.
Yeah.
So
wow.
Just try
Thank
it one
you.
day and thank me later.
I'm thanking you already. I guess that means you can cook. You sound like somebody that can cook.
Slice, do a lemon, just press the half, the front half, press it, squeeze it into it.
Okay.
Leave it around like 10 minutes, maximum 10 minutes. Cook it. When this is done, will be done very fast.
Wow.
You save gas and you save
time, save everything.
Yes.
All right, thank you so
Right.
much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah, but you wanted to say something. Go ahead, please.
I just took my lunch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I took a coconut rice.
Ooh, enjoyment. Did you make that one?
No, someone made it for me.
Somebody made someone special, right?
Bye-bye.
Now it's running away. It's Couples Day, guys. I know I mentioned it earlier, during the mid-morning show. Today is actually Couples Day, like International World Couples Day. So make out time to, if your other special person, made food for you, you should be proud to let me know on air now, so I can shout out to her as well and just tell her, well done, wife material or wife already. Come on, guys. Anyway, enjoyment no go finish you. You had coconut rice. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, and you also learned that one. So maybe you should try that out as well. Good afternoon.
Yes, I guess you do.
Welcome. What's your name?
Yes, I'm being from Element.
What's your name?
Believe.
Okay. So you
Yes.
talk to me, I'm listening.
Yes, like the part of talking of cooking that beans, I normally I do my own beans if I cooking it.
Okay.
So that is the
Parboiling. Parboiling, you're using gas to parboil, so it's about the same thing.
Yes, it's more effective now.
Mm-hmm.
Either I use gas or use stove. Like all like me,
Yeah.
I never use stove if I bought it.
Okay.
And when I want to cook it, I now use gas.
What's the difference using stove to
No
parboil?
difference, man. No difference. No difference, but the not to consume the gas too much.
Okay, but I think the ideas that we've shared today on the radio, will be more economical compared to the one you're doing already. Because I talked about soaking for 30 minutes before you start cooking, and my caller, one of my callers today, talked about soaking for just 10 minutes, adding lemon juice, natural lemon juice. Cut your lemon into two, squeeze one part of the juice. Squeeze juice from one part of the lemon into the beans and just cover for about 10 minutes, and then you boil it and it cooks even faster. That was what he said.
I think that's I will try on half a time by cooking for 30 minutes.
Or you could use the other one to anyone that you're more convenient with.
So I just mix cooking rice and beans now. As in Pamoya rice and beans.
You cooked them together.
Yes.
Exactly what I
Pamoya.
talked about today. How did it turn out?
it was awesome.
It's awesome. The beans was properly cooked.
Yes, I was not prepared it.
Oh, nice. Congratulations, my brother in the Lord. I'm happy for you.
I'm even eating it. Maybe you can join me.
See, now, how will I now join you now? Stop doing these things. You don't want to make heaven. Stop doing these things. How will I join you? All right. Thank you so much. All right. Enjoy. Bye. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, my beloved sister.
Afternoon, my brother. What's your name?
My name is Chief Comrade I am Brave.
Okay, sir. Welcome to the show. Talk to me, please.
Thank you very much. I think I learned this soaking of beans. So for the past time that I have been involved in cooking beans,
Mm-hmm.
I don't soak it. I put the water, wash, and put it inside the pot, and I began to boil it.
Okay.
So the parboiling, which I only did, was I parboil it. I use shifter to filter the water.
Mm-hmm.
After some time, I boil it. But this soaking of the beans, that
First.
is what I think is a new thing that I have learned.
Okay,
And
great.
also, I want to use this medium to also congratulate my wife by cooking a very good jollof rice for me this afternoon.
Chee! O'Shea.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
And that's what you're having for lunch, right?
Yeah.
Nice. Please, what's your wife's name?
My wife's name is Mrs. Braid.
Mrs. Great.
Braid.
Mrs. Grace.
Braid. Braid.
Okay, Mrs. Great. All right, shout out to you, Mrs. Great, for making this sumptuous jollof rice. Your husband had to even say it on the radio. Wow. Well done, Ma. Well done. Thank you so much, sir. Enjoy your meal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, then. I'm just hoping that you also get to enjoy your lunch today. Whatever it is you're having for lunch, there's good food everywhere, and there are healthy choices as well. Make a healthy, beautiful choice for yourself. And shout out to all the couples today. Do well to make sure that your man or your woman is well taken care of by also making sure that he eats good food. They'll love you stronger, you know. All right, guys, I have to step aside right now. Sky is here. OCC Kanko 1. He's set for afternoon workout, which comes up shortly after now at 2. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Music for the whole family. Talk for the whole family.